Welcome into the replay, everybody. This is America's Life Coach Live. Hey, Dreamcatcher, Car is here. Welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm doing one more early morning scope today. We're gonna move this over just a little bit because I'm up at a crazy hour, but we're in the home stretch of 2015, and I'm trying to give you as much valuable content as possible. Hey, Kirk, now I'm not gonna ask you for hearts or for shares because that's not how I roll, but I'm just gonna give you the best of me, and my intention is to offer as much value as I possibly can in this scope. My name is Stephen Lovegrove, and I am proud to be America's Life Coach. I work with top performing individuals, and I help you get clear about your own personal sense of vision, and then I help you achieve it while holding on to your health and your happiness. And my goal is to be the most magical person on Periscope. So I'm glad you're here this morning. Again, as we close out 2015, so much valuable content coming your way. And yeah, this is gonna be a quick scope. It's America's Life Coach Live, and the following content could permanently change your life. So viewer discretion is advised. But I wanna know, how many of you have seen that GE commercial? All about ideas. I love this commercial. I gotta say, I think it's my favorite commercial of 2015. It honestly made me cry the first time I watched it. If you haven't seen it, hey Jessica, if you haven't seen this commercial, go to YouTube later today. Unicorn, I love your username. I don't know who you are, but I love the username. Go to YouTube today and look up the GE Ideas commercial. Because it's a phenomenal commercial. Good early morning to you, Jessica. I'm up at a crazy hour. I had an early morning as is. My body woke me up even earlier than I was planning on getting up, and I just took it as a sign. There were people that needed to be reached. There was work that needed to be done. I tried for a little while to get back to sleep, but when it wasn't happening, I was like, okay, I'm up, you got my attention, back to work it is. So I'm here, I'm excited. We're gonna close out this year in a phenomenal way, and this is gonna be a great week. But I'm talking about this GE Ideas commercial. Again, you can find it on YouTube. Just look up GE Ideas commercial, and you'll find it pretty easily that way. But what I love is that the commercial acknowledges when they first come to us, ideas aren't sexy. Now those are my words, not the commercials, but can we all just take a moment on this lovely Monday morning to acknowledge ideas aren't always sexy when they show up. You know, we celebrate the idea that's making millions. We celebrate the idea that changed the life of the founder or the creator. We celebrate the idea when it's come to pass decades later, right? But ideas aren't always sexy when they first show up. And this commercial acknowledges, actually, a lot of the time when ideas show up, they're scary, they're terrifying, they're intimidating. And I thought that would encourage somebody on Periscope because I see so many of you running from ideas, right? You've got ideas in you of what your career could look like, what your lifestyle could look like, what your business could look like, what your impact could look like, what your platform could look like. Am I reading what I am sent? To a degree, but I didn't know how to answer that, Dennis. And I see people running from ideas all the time. And listen, I get it. Ideas aren't sexy when they first show up. Ideas are scary. Ideas are intimidating. Ideas seem dangerous, right? But that is your greatest source of potential. And so I want to speak to, just very briefly this morning, the ideas that are in you. If you've got ideas, do not neglect them. Do not repress them. Do not ignore them. Your ideas are your greatest source of potential. Can I tell you, and I almost thought about titling this scope, My Greatest Regret of 2015. I feel like that would have been an interesting teaser, don't you think? But let me just tell you what it is, even though I didn't go with that title. My greatest regret of 2015 were all the moments, hey Trista, were all the moments where I had an idea and I let it die inside of me and I didn't run with it. When I look back on this year, all of those moments are my greatest regret. Now, I don't know about you. I don't know what your greatest regret of this year is. And I know that's a heavy, sober, sad topic. But that is my greatest regret of 2015, that there were moments where I had ideas and I didn't trust my instincts. I didn't trust my intuition. I didn't follow my heart and I didn't run with it. And you know, here's what's funny. When I look back on 2015, all my favorite moments of the year were the moments that I had ideas and I ran with it. Even if they seemed crazy, even if it was completely off the cuff and spontaneous, even if it was something unexpected that I never would have predicted or imagined, right? My greatest moments of the year were the moments when I had those ideas and I ran with it. And so that's just what I wanted to share with you in this quick scope. Your greatest source of potential are your ideas. Want to go to the next level in your career? It's going to take an idea to get there. Want to go to the next level in a relationship? It's going to take an idea to get there. Want to go to the next level in finances? Let's get real. It's going to take an idea to get there. And so real quick, for just 30 seconds or 60 seconds, I want to tell you the 3 barriers that stand in the way of most people pursuing their ideas. Okay? I told you it was going to be a quick scope, quick power content coming at you this morning. Here are the 3 barriers, I hope you're ready to take notes, that stand in the way of most people and their ideas. Number 1, lack of stillness. If you don't have any space in your life for the ideas to flow and to show up inside of you, you'll never have ideas to work with. I really believe the number 1 barrier for most people in not having ideas and not embracing their own ideas is simply lack of stillness. And so let me say on this point, if you need help creating stillness and adding breathing space to your life, let me know. I would love to help with that. Hit me up on Twitter at Dr. Lovegrove. And let's talk about that. Lack of stillness is a huge barrier. Number 2, lack of self-belief. Let me just ask you this morning, do you believe in yourself? Because as cliche and Disney Channel as that sounds, if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to self-sabotage every idea that you have. You've got to begin. Hey, Shelly. Hey, PR. Hey, William. We're talking about your greatest source of potential, which is your ideas. And we're talking about 3 barriers in the way of people pursuing their ideas and taking them seriously. Hey, Simone, the first barrier, I believe, is lack of stillness. If you don't have stillness and breathing space in your life, I am weird and I love it. Thank you. Hey, William, if you don't have stillness in your life, you won't have time or space to take your ideas and run with them. Lack of stillness is the first barrier people face. Number 2, lack of self-belief. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to be able to take your ideas seriously, right? And number 3, lack of commitment. Can I tell you, if you've got an idea, you better run with that, okay? If you have an idea inside of your heart, you better take that seriously. You better run with it and you better be consistent about it. I see so many people who have an idea and they start out with it and then they let it die within them. Maybe they did something, they did one thing, they started, but then they let the idea die. And so as I'm sharing this quick scope, I'm realizing this is a massive, massive topic. I think I'm going to put it down on my list. Am I even here? Yes, but I don't have time for the negativity. I'm sorry, I've got ideas inside of me, and I don't have time for negativity to get me down. I'm realizing throughout this scope that this is a big, powerful topic, and I think I'm going to do a longer, more detailed scope on it. So you guys let me know. Let me know as I finish. I'll do a quick 1-minute recap and summary, especially for the people that just popped in. And you guys let me know, is this something you want me to do a full, longer scope about? But my ideas that I've shared in this scope is My greatest regret of 2015 was all the moments when I had an idea and I didn't run with it. As I look back on 2015, I regret those moments. I should have taken advantage, grabbed a hold of those ideas, and ran with them. And so that's my greatest regret of the year. I shared that I believe your greatest source of potential is your ideas. I really believe that. The greatest source of potential you have is your ideas. And I shared 3 barriers that I believe are in the way. William, I will add that to the list. I shared 3 barriers that I believe are in the way of people pursuing their ideas. Number 1 being lack of stillness, number 2 being lack of belief, and number 3 being lack of commitment. Those are the 3 things that I see killing people's ideas left and right. Lack of stillness in their life, lack of self-belief in their life, and lack of commitment. And again, if you need help with any of this stuff, I would love to be of service to you in any way that I possibly could. And listen, you guys, we will have a block party all morning. I know I'm on Periscope in the middle of the night. It's the crazy life of an entrepreneur, and I love it, but I don't have space for that energy in my life or in this scope. But again, if I can be of service to you in any way, hit me up on Twitter at Dr. Lovegrove, and that's my social media handle all across the board. Team Leader was talking about these. Awesome. Commitment and completion are your focus. Yeah, it's so easy. And gosh, you guys, I gotta go. I told you I had an early morning, and I'm getting to the point where my extra early bonus time is coming to an end, and I gotta get rolling. You're welcome to send it to me on Twitter. My social media handle is the same on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. So it's twitter.com/Dr. Lovegrove, Instagram.com/Dr. Lovegrove, and Facebook.com/Dr. Lovegrove. Thank you, Misty, but I will definitely add 2 of these topics to my list. So thank you guys for being here. You're fabulous. And I will add both of those topics. I will do a scope specifically about ideas and going into more detail on the commitment and the consistency piece. Because Simone, you're not the only one that I know is going through that stuff. What's up? And then I will do a scope about how to cope with being single. And if you want to talk to me specifically one-on-one about either of those topics, let's get a discovery session set up. I'm getting my calendar and my schedule all figured out for 2016. And who knows, you may be the right fit to work with me. So I would love to know. But that is all I have for you guys today. I will be back soon with more love and hope and empowerment, probably later today on Periscope. If not today, then tomorrow, but probably later today. But in the meantime, you guys, keep moving forward in the direction of your dreams. I love you.